Ted and Kathy Davis spoke at the funeral of Karen McCracken this week. It was them being church. My friend Susan started her own Bible study. That was Susan being church. I always found that coffee hour was more church than church. Often I describe Sunday morning as a giant coffee hour with some worship services kind of squeezed in between. John Buchanan often cited people being the church that had nothing to do with church programs. Debbie Frisch with her Rock a Baby program, and Dr. Bernie Blau with his clinic in Cameroon. Christ didn't operate in a church, he was out in the field. We had a good thing going at Fourth Pres, a great Chicago institution, until it wasn't anymore. We're all out in the field now. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith at Sunday Coffee Hour. We talk about everything and nothing. This Sunday, we talked about Anna Wintour, rain, Mayor Johnson, and giving up worrying. The readings at Washington National Cathedral were from Ezekiel. You can't be a diabetic on a diet of justice. And from Timothy, itchy ears draw false teachers and confirm our own beliefs. The gospel reading was from John. A resurrected call is greater than our earthly call. The sermon at Washington National Cathedral was by Randy Hollowworth. Randy said, "We're not called by friendly Jesus, we're called by resurrected Jesus. He gives us a chance for reconciliation. In life, we waver. In resurrection, we accept the call fully. We can ignore the no trespassing signs which hold us back in life and enter in. There is nowhere God does not want us to be in his love." Jesus doesn't ask for veneration, he asks for imitation. That's what discipleship is. We all have our fears and failures, moments that we've turned our back on God, but still he comes to us to ask us to love one another. We are called to see the ones that no one wants to see, feeding and caring for those that no one wants to notice. We choose to see the people that everyone else passes by. Randy said that Peter and Paul are the patron saints of Washington National Cathedral. Peter is an impulsive fisherman, and Paul is an obstinate scholar. Both are driven, both are called, and both are flawed. Paul cites the people with the itchy ears, accumulating teachers to suit their own desires and wandering off into myths. It sounds very familiar today. We need to be persistent in our vigilance for God's truth and not the truth of the world, mistaking it for our beliefs, desires, and politics. We want to go silent instead of speaking up. We will get it wrong, but we should do it anyway, proclaiming the gospel to the people we once oppressed, not to the righteous, but to the willing. With God's help, may we all be the willing. The sermon at St. James Cathedral was by Michael Sullivan from Canoga Conference Center of North Carolina. Has anything good ever come out of North Carolina? Michael asked, where is our face set? Are we looking ahead, or we're looking at the past, worried about what it cost us or what it's going to cost us? The person who looks back is not fit to put their hand on the plow. Michael said those words echo like a bell. We have to leave that behind and look ahead. People will misunderstand you when you get your priorities right. Plus, we have our own doubts. We're looking for opportunities without the work. We try on what others see as chaos. We don't let it take us away from our mission. The holy being of it all is that we are not created to be anyone else accept ourselves. It's another aspect of God. It's a disciplined joy. The evidence that we're moving forward is that we see things for the first time, notice things we never noticed before. We step out of the matrix of fear, monetize for profit. We're not called to turn a profit for the world, looking back in shame and ahead in trepidation. Instead, lift your gaze to the horizon and see what can be and go there. Telling people not to worry about the cost of what it cost us is kind of dismissive. In intercessory prayer training, they cautioned not to challenge people and their personal experiences. But we can look at the underpinning of the concern. Is it a concern of the world or a concern of God? It's easy to lose that thread. The itchy ears of the postmodern world, those people like to think they have it all figured out. And the only problem with it all is that there's someone who has it wrong. There never seems to be a shortage of the people in the world who get it wrong. We call them the immigrants, the uneducated, the poor, or Republican. Or how about Trump himself? He's the ultimate everything wrong in the world for many. Is that pointing to the world or pointing to God? None of us want to have the itchy ears or be led into myth, but here we are. We go to church for church. Church could better be described as community because that's what we should be finding there. If the message is a agenda, desire, or politics, then it's not church. And it's time to move on. Lift your gaze ahead and move ahead to the horizon. There's nothing dismissive about it. We can all put our hand on the plow and move forward now. If you would like to join us at Sunday Coffee Hour is every Sunday at 12 noon Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. Be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.